From Georgia is recognized.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker, and I want to thank my colleague from Pennsylvania for yielding me the time. She and I have the pleasure of serving on the Congressional Modernization Committee together, a bipartisan committee, and it is not infrequent that we will have identified a problem and she will have identified a solution, and I will think, why haven't we come up with that before, and we'll move forward in partnership together. I think that's the way the American people expect this House to run, and dadgummit, we are close to getting there today, Mr. Speaker. But I listened to my colleague as she laid the mantle of blame at the feet of our friends in the Senate and our friends in the White House for why can't they get more things done. Well, the truth is we have opportunities here to get things done. I will tell you the mantle of responsibility sits with us. And we are missing some of those opportunities today to come together and do things in a partnership way. I was over the weekend, Mr. Speaker, with our colleague Denny Heck from Washington State. We were in a forum on polarization in Congress, and we were talking about what that has meant and how that has come to be, and what how legislation is affected by that. And Mr. Heck said something that I thought was very profound and not really understood outside of the halls of Congress. Folks often talk about their partisan achievements, but he said, and I'll paraphrase him, that there is really a special sense of pride that members take in sorting out those really thorny issues, those issues that you had to come together and work on, those issues where you had to give a little to get a little, those issues that not just anybody could have solved, but that we came together with a unique mix of people at a unique time, and that members take special pride in cracking those hardest of nuts. I think that's exactly right. The media doesn't cover those successes, I think, with the same glee that partisan bickering is covered, but absolutely men and women of conscience in this body take special pride in solving particularly hard problems. We have an opportunity today, Mr. Speaker, to solve some problems, and I'm not sure that we're taking full advantage of that. Principled compromise, Mr. Speaker, does not mean finding the lowest common denominator. It means finding those things that all of our constituents are asking us to do and figuring out how in 435 different districts and different sets of ideas we can meld those things together. We have in this rule today, Mr. Speaker, a whole host of bills. I miss the days where we did one rule and one bill. I recognize the pandemic has caused some time crunch problems, but I hope that when these masks come off, as I'm absolutely certain one day they will, we will return to being a body that can handle one idea at the time and have a full-throated debate on each idea. But this rule makes in order a number of bills, and I'll start with H.R. 2639, the Strength and Diversity Act, Mr. Speaker. It must have been said by every member who spoke yesterday that discrimination is wrong, that it's immoral, that it's unlawful, and that we have to do absolutely everything we can to ensure that American school children are treated equally in our schools. H.R. 2639 purports to do that. And again, this is an idea that has great bipartisan support, that has moral right on its side. Separate is not equal, and learning from diversity is part of the strength that our nation provides. And I'm glad, even though we offered a motion for an open rule so that all members could have their voices heard, my friends in the majority on the Rules Committee saw fit to make 12 separate amendments in order, including one from my colleague from Georgia, Mr. Allen, that I believe will make this bill better. The Allen Amendment is an opportunity for us to work together and move forward, not just something that goes to the Senate, Mr. Speaker, but something that goes to the Senate and moves beyond. I have been there, and so I understand the need to say I've sent my idea to the Senate and the Senate isn't moving it, and shame on that Senate. You talk to your friends in the Senate, whether it's a Democratically led Senate or a Republican-led Senate, they'll tell you if you send them bad ideas, they're not going to move them. We can send good ideas to the United States Senate, Mr. Speaker, good ideas that will move across the floor, ideas that will move to the President's desk, and thus ideas that will make a difference We all grow weary on this floor of talking about things we'd like to do. And we often mistake passing something using a very partisan majority in the House as getting something done. It's not. It's absolutely making a statement, but it's getting absolutely nothing done. Only when the Senate acts and only when the President acts are we able to get something done. We have that opportunity with the Allen Amendment today, Mr. Speaker, and I hope folks will take advantage of that.